the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No mic, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune and turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just a vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. In shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go.
My apologies, it's just that most people don't speak robot. My condition prevents me from speaking any other way. The information paradox in black holes, a perplexing conundrum indeed. One theory is that information is not lost but rather encoded on the event horizon. Another suggests that information might escape as radiation from the black hole, thus preserving it. However, neither theory has been proven yet. Hawking radiation has profound implications for the conservation of energy in the universe. It suggests that in certain situations energy can be created and subsequently destroyed, seemingly violating the fundamental law of energy conservation. This has led to a deeper understanding of the nature of black holes, the relationship between thermodynamics and quantum mechanics, and the possibility of black hole evaporation. Yes, there have been attempts to extend the singularity theorems to include quantum gravitational effects, particularly in the realm of loop quantum gravity. These theories suggest that the gravitational field itself is quantized, meaning that it comes in discrete packets or quantum states. The inclusion of quantum effects may change the nature of gravitational singularities, transforming them from points of infinite density and curvature to objects that can be treated in a more physically meaningful way. The Hartle-Hawking no-boundary proposal, which suggests that the early universe began in a state of zero energy and then expanded, is an intriguing concept. Testing it observationally, however, would be extremely challenging. One potential approach involves looking for specific imprints on the cosmic microwave background radiation, which is the oldest light in the universe. These imprints might give clues as to the initial conditions of the universe and potentially provide evidence for the no-boundary proposal, but it would require incredibly precise measurements and careful analysis of the data. The holographic principle is a concept from string theory that suggests that the description of a volume of space can be thought of as encoded on its boundary. This principle has the potential to help reconcile general relativity and quantum mechanics, as it implies that the three-dimensional world we experience may be a projection of a two-dimensional universe at the fundamental level. This concept could help address issues such as the relationship between gravity and quantum mechanics, and it may also provide insights into the nature of the elusive theory of everything, TOE, that unifies all fundamental forces in the universe. Yes, it is possible to develop theories of quantum gravity without resorting to string theory. Alternative approaches such as loop quantum gravity and non-commutative geometry have been proposed and are still being actively researched. These theories aim to reconcile the principles of quantum mechanics and general relativity without positing the existence of extra dimensions and vibrating strings as string theory does. However, none of these alternatives has been definitively proven or widely accepted as a complete theory of quantum gravity yet. The topology of the universe has a significant impact on the cosmic microwave background radiation CMBR. The topology refers to the shape and dimensionality of the universe. For example, a universe with a closed spatial topology, like a 3D sphere, would result in a different distribution of temperature fluctuations in the CMBR compared to a universe with an open spatial topology, such as a hypertorus. These temperature fluctuations are crucial for understanding the early universe's evolution and the formation of cosmic structures. Observations of the CMBR have provided evidence in favor of a flat or nearly flat universe, which suggests a spatially infinite and open cosmology. The arrow of time, the idea that entropy increases in a forward direction, can be explained fully through thermodynamic entropy. According to the second law of thermodynamics and the concept of entropy, the entropy of an isolated system can only increase over time. In the universe, entropy has been increasing since the Big Bang, leading to the increase of disorder and uniformity. Thermodynamic entropy explains why events, such as the mixing of hot and cold gases or the spreading of a drop of ink, only move in a single direction, from ordered to disordered states. The cosmological constant lambda represents the energy density of the vacuum or empty space. The sign of lambda determines the fate of the universe. 1. Positive cosmological constant. The universe is expected to expand forever, eventually leading to a Big Rip scenario where all matter and energy are torn apart by the accelerating expansion. 2. Negative cosmological constant. The universe is expected to contract and eventually undergo a Big Crunch or Big Bounce scenario, followed by another period of expansion. 3. Zero cosmological constant. This corresponds to a flat universe with a critical density, leading to a stable static universe. Distinguishing between primordial black holes and those formed from stellar collapse is a challenging task. Primordial black holes are thought to have formed in the early universe due to density fluctuations, while those formed from stellar collapse result from the gravitational collapse of massive stars. One potential method to discern between these two types of black holes is by studying their masses and event horizon properties. Primordial black holes are expected to be much smaller than stellar black holes, with masses ranging from around 4 solar masses up to about 1,000 solar masses. The mathematics that most effectively describe the behavior of matter near a black hole's event horizon is general relativity, developed by Albert Einstein. According to the theory, the strong gravitational pull of a black hole causes a significant curvature in the fabric of space-time, known as a gravitational singularity. This curvature affects the behavior of any matter or energy that encounters the black hole, leading to phenomena such as time dilation, gravitational lensing, and even the formation of an event horizon beyond which nothing, not even light, can escape. The Wheeler-DeWitt equation is a key formulation in quantum cosmology that aims to address the problem of time in the field. The equation, named after John Wheeler and Bryce DeWitt, is a wave equation for the universe's wave function, a fundamental concept in quantum mechanics. It provides a means to calculate the probability amplitude for all possible histories of the universe, taking into account both quantum and gravitational effects. However, the equation is notoriously difficult to solve due to its complex nature and the challenge of quantizing gravity. Nonetheless, the Wheeler-DeWitt equation is a crucial stepping stone in the quest to develop a quantum theory of gravity. Semi-classical approximations are often used to study the evaporation of black holes as it allows for a mathematical analysis of the process. However, there are also limitations to using these approximations. 1. Inapplicability to the early stages. Semi-classical approximations are not applicable to the initial stages of evaporation, where quantum effects are dominant and the gravitational field is not yet in equilibrium. 2. Assumptions about the behavior of radiation. Semi-classical approximations generally assume that the radiation emitted by the black hole is thermal and can be described by a black body spectrum. This assumption might not hold in all situations. Yes, the Bekenstein-Hawking entropy formula, which states that the entropy of a black hole is proportional to the area of its event horizon, can be generalized to other types of horizons, including cosmological ones. This generalization is known as the generalized second law of black hole thermodynamics. It states that the sum of entropy inside and outside a horizon can only ever increase, and it has been shown to hold for a variety of horizon types, including cosmological ones. Gravitational waves are ripples in the fabric of space-time that propagate at the speed of light. They were first predicted by Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity and have since been observed experimentally. The study of gravitational waves has the potential to provide insights into the quantum nature of space-time. Since gravitational waves carry information about the violent events in the universe, such as the collision of black holes or the explosion of supernovae, they could provide a means to test and refine theories of quantum gravity, which aim to unify general relativity and quantum mechanics. The mathematical challenges in unifying general relativity with the standard model of particle physics are significant and still an area of active research. One major challenge is that the two theories are formulated in vastly different ways. General relativity describes gravity as the curvature of space-time and the motion of particles along these curves, while the standard model describes particle interactions through quantum field theory. Another challenge is that the two theories operate at vastly different scales of energy. General relativity applies to macroscopic objects and strong gravitational fields, while the standard model applies to subatomic particles and weak fields. The reconciliation of these disparities is a major goal of quantum gravity research. A cyclic universe model, also known as the oscillating model or cyclic cosmology, proposes that the universe undergoes a series of expansions, collapses, and rebirths, with each cycle lasting billions of years. In this scenario, the universe does not have a definite beginning or end, thereby avoiding the need for an initial singularity. However, this model brings its own set of challenges, such as the need to explain the origin and cause of the cycles, and why the universe appears to be expanding at an accelerating rate in the current era. The ADS-CFT correspondence, or anti-de Sitter conformal field theory correspondence, is a remarkable relationship between two apparently disparate theories, string theory and anti-de Sitter spaces and conformal field theories. The correspondence suggests that the physics in the vicinity of a black hole boundary, the event horizon, can be described by a lower dimensional quantum field theory in the boundary region. This correspondence has implications for understanding the interior of black holes. It suggests that the seemingly mysterious behavior of interior gravitational fields might be better understood in terms of boundary conditions and quantum field theories. The existence of a non-zero vacuum energy, such as the cosmological constant, has significant implications for the long-term fate of the universe. If the vacuum energy is positive, the universe would experience an accelerating expansion leading to the so-called Big Rip scenario. In this case, the universe would eventually be torn apart as the expansion rate becomes faster than the speed of light. If the vacuum energy is negative, the universe would instead lead to a big crunch scenario, where the expansion reverses and the universe contracts until it reaches a singularity. The Penrose process is a theoretical mechanism for extracting energy from rotating black holes. It involves particles such as radiation or matter skimming the black hole's event horizon and then being scattered back out. The black hole's spin energy is transferred to the particles, which carry away more energy than they had when they entered. Although it has been proven mathematically possible in certain situations, the practical implementation of the Penrose process is highly challenging. It requires precise control of particles or radiation near the event horizon, which is a region of extreme gravitational potential. Spacetime foam refers to the hypothesis that spacetime at the Planck scale is filled with quantum fluctuations. If true, this would imply that the fabric of spacetime itself would be constantly trembling and fluctuating, potentially disrupting the straightforward notion of cause and effect. The presence of quantum foam could introduce unpredictable elements into the behavior of matter and energy at the smallest scales, challenging the traditional understanding of cause and effect relationships. Higher dimensional geometries, such as those described by string theory, have been proposed as a way to resolve singularities in black hole physics. In string theory, the extra dimensions are typically compactified into a small curved space, and the presence of these dimensions can modify the behavior of gravitational fields and potentially eliminate singularities, such as those found at the center of black holes. One example is the Kaluza-Klein black hole, which is a black hole solution in five-dimensional space that has no central singularity. The fine-tuning of the universe's fundamental constants, such as the weak and strong nuclear forces, the cosmological constant, and others, has been a source of puzzlement for physicists. Some have proposed invoking anthropocentric principles, which suggest that these constants are the way they are because they are necessary for the existence of life and therefore must be observed by intelligent beings. Another explanation involves the idea that the universe may be part of an ensemble of universes known as the multiverse. In this scenario, the various constants could take on different values in different universes, resulting in a natural form of fine-tuning. Quantum entanglement is a phenomenon in which two particles become correlated in a way that their quantum states are intimately related, even when separated by large distances. Since quantum entanglement is a non-local phenomenon, it has been suggested as a potential mechanism for information transfer across black hole event horizons. However, this idea is still speculative and faces significant challenges. It depends on the ability to prepare and maintain entangled states, as well as the ability to utilize them to transfer information through the strong gravitational fields in extreme conditions near the event horizon. Some linguistic strategies that can effectively communicate the uncertainty inherent in scientific theories include 1. Use of terms like tentative, probable, or likely to convey a level of uncertainty. 2. Employing hedging phrases such as may be, could be, or it is possible that. 3. Explicitly stating that the current understanding may be incomplete and subject to new data or interpretations. 4. Qualifying statements with acknowledgement of existing alternative theories or perspectives. To strike a balance between accuracy and accessibility in quantum mechanics communication, science communicators can consider the following strategies. 1. Begin with foundational concepts and build incrementally. 2. Use analogies and visualizations to clarify complex ideas. 3. Avoid unnecessary jargon but be precise with technical terms when necessary. 4. Highlight the counterintuitive and unusual aspects of quantum physics, which can make it more intriguing to a broader audience. 5. Frame quantum mechanics within the larger context of physics and its real-world applications. The language of mathematics differs significantly from natural language in describing physical reality. 1. Formalism. Mathematics uses precise symbols, rules, and logical operations to describe relationships and patterns in a way that is less ambiguous than natural language. For example, the equation F plus mma describes the fundamental relationship between force F, mass m, and acceleration in physics. 2. Universal. Mathematics is a universal language understood across different cultures and time periods. Unlike natural languages, mathematical principles and equations apply consistently across the globe. 3. Abstract. Mathematics often abstracts and idealizes real-world situations to a high degree. Capturing the dynamic nature of scientific discovery in written language can be challenging due to the fluid and iterative nature of scientific inquiry. However, the following strategies can help. 1. Highlight the historical context, including the questions and challenges that led to new discoveries. 2. Emphasize the process of experimentation and iteration, including unsuccessful attempts and dead ends. 3. Explain concepts in multiple ways, adapting the language based on the audience's understanding and background knowledge. 4. Use analogies and metaphors to make scientific concepts more tangible and relatable. To make the philosophical implications of cosmology more accessible, consider the following linguistic techniques. 1. Use clear and concise language, avoiding unnecessary jargon. 2. Highlight the historical and conceptual roots of different philosophical viewpoints in cosmology. 3. Connect cosmological debates to broader questions about the human condition, ethics, and the nature of reality. 4. Provide concrete examples or analogies to illustrate abstract philosophical concepts. 5. Explicitly acknowledge the limits of our current knowledge and the ongoing nature of philosophical inquiry in cosmology. Translating advanced physics concepts into languages with different grammatical structures can pose significant challenges. Some of these challenges include: 1. Differences in syntax and word order. Some languages, such as English, have subject-verb-object sentence structure, while others, like Japanese or Mandarin, use subject-object-verb. This difference can impact how key concepts are communicated. 2. Varied vocabulary. Certain physics concepts, such as advanced mathematical terms or technical vocabulary, may not have direct equivalents in all languages, leading to potential loss of subtleties or nuances. 3. Cultural context. Translations often need to consider cultural contexts. To avoid anthropomorphic language when describing natural phenomena, science communicators can follow these recommendations. 1. Avoid attributing human emotions, motives, or intentions to non-human entities, such as animals, molecules, or physical forces. 2. Focus on the specific mechanisms and processes that underlie the phenomena. 3. Use precise and descriptive language, steering away from vague terms that might imply human-like qualities. 4. When using analogies or metaphors, make it clear that they are simplified representations and not literal descriptions of natural phenomena. Linguistic precision can enhance interdisciplinary collaboration in science by facilitating clear communication, minimizing misunderstandings, and enabling accurate exchange of ideas. 1. It reduces ambiguities and potential misinterpretations due to differences in terminology or background knowledge. 2. It ensures that the meaning of concepts and theories is accurately conveyed between different fields or disciplines. 3. It enhances the effectiveness of cross-disciplinary discussions, allowing participants to build upon each other's work and establish common ground. 4. It can help uncover synergies and foster innovation, as precise language can facilitate the identification of connections between seemingly disparate areas of research. The limitations of language in describing phenomena at the Planck scale originate from the inherent nature of language itself. The Planck scale refers to the realm of physical scales at which quantum gravitational effects become significant, typically around 1035 meters. At this scale, classical concepts such as space and time may break down, and the usual laws of physics as we understand it may no longer apply. 1. Quantum nature. At the Planck scale, physical phenomena are governed by quantum mechanics, which can be notoriously difficult to describe using classical language or intuition. 2. Inadequacy of classical language. Classical language is based on fundamentally macroscopic concepts. Scientists can use language to inspire curiosity without sensationalizing their findings by adhering to the principles of scientific rigor and communication. Some strategies include 1. Emphasizing the significance and relevance of the findings to the broader scientific community or society. 2. Highlighting the novelty, originality, or unexpected aspects of the results. 3. Describing the methods employed to achieve the findings, ensuring transparency and replicability. 4. Avoiding hyperbole, exaggerated claims, or oversimplifications that could misrepresent or overstate the findings. 5. Placing the work within the broader context of scientific research and progress. I appreciate the time and effort you put into preparing those prompts. It's evident that you have a keen interest in scientific concepts and communication. These prompts cover a diverse range of questions related to physics, cosmology, language, and science communication, which can provide a foundation for a conversation or study.
Mics on the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark, unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No light, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Hidden in shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just the beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go. Pure and raw. Pure and raw. Turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Pure and raw. Okay.